All right, everyone. At this point, you have worked through my video on how to format a story, and your paper should look really good so far. One of the things I had you do in the last video was create a title, but I didn't give you very much explanation on that. So we're going to talk about what titles are and then work through how we can format those. Okay, so all types of media have titles. All books have titles clearly printed on the front. You know the titles of movies by the names of them, right? Beauty and the Beast, Harry Potter as a series, each of them have a specific title, whether it's the Sorcerer's Stone, the Prisoner of Azkaban, the Goblet of Fire, okay? Music albums have titles, right? If they didn't, every musician would really only be able to create one album. Otherwise, we wouldn't tell them apart. And then even things like news articles. Okay, so these are two newspapers, but not only newspapers, but anything on TV. There are headlines that you'll see go across the TV, online, on social media, and on online publications. Every story has to have a title, which is a name. Okay, so it's gonna maybe be descriptive in telling us what it's about. Like in my story about New Year's resolution, it clearly says the year I didn't eat meat. Okay, some of them are a little bit more like poetic, like 10,000 skies above you here. That doesn't really give us a clue into what it is. So you have a lot of creative freedom with your title. Okay. There are three specific ways to write titles. So the first one, maybe the easiest way, one of the easier ways, is called an uppercase title. This is where every word in your title just starts with a capital letter. Okay, so for example, with Beauty and the Beast, all four of those words start with a capital letter. So you could do that on your story too. The second way is called a sentence title, and it's written like that because, or it's called that because it's written similar to a sentence, where the first letter is always capitalized, right? The first letter of the first word, and then everything else is in lowercase. So beauty is capitalized, but and the beast all have lowercase letters. The last one, and this is the one that's the most challenging to get right, I call it a proper title. It's where only specific words are capitalized. So in a proper title, the first word and the last word are always going to have a capital letter. So in our example, it's Beauty and the Beast. Okay, so Beauty and Beast both have capital letters. In between that, though, it's really only the important words. Okay, so and the are not proper nouns. They're not important. They're not names or of places or people or anything like that. They're not going to be capitalized. So we're going to get into a few more examples of this proper title and how you can use that to format a title. Okay, so it's the first and last word. It's nouns and pronouns, right? All verbs, adjectives, and adverbs will be capitalized. Okay, so what this means, a breakdown. A noun is a person, place, or thing, right? So if the story title was called Miss Smith Teaches Creative Writing, okay, Miss Smith is a noun, so both parts of my name would be capitalized. Okay, teaches is a verb, so that would be capitalized. And then creative writing is a proper noun. It's a type of class, a name for a class. That would also be capitalized. Okay. Pronouns are replace a noun. So you could have said she. If it was she, he, they, it, that would be capitalized. Adjectives describe nouns. So the purple sky, purple would be capitalized. And then adverbs describe verbs, right? So he quickly jumps, quickly would be capitalized. So really, in a proper title, the only things that aren't going to be capitalized are kind of our connection words, words like and, the, but, or, basically just the words that string all of these together. Okay. So for example, the mysterious case of Benjamin Button. If we break this down, we know the first rule is you always have the first and the last word capitalized. So the and button are always going to be capitalized no matter what. And then after that, you work through kind of the phrase to decide what letters and words should have a capital letter. So the mysterious case. So mysterious is an adjective that is describing case. Okay, we know all adjectives get a capital letter. And case, this is the noun it's describing, is also going to have a capital letter. Of, this is a preposition, it's just one of our connection words, not important. But then the word Benjamin, that's part of a name, so that would be a noun that is going to have a capital letter. So this is how it looks broken down. So our green here, our first and last words. Our noun in blue is case. Our adjective is describing that, and then Benjamin is a proper noun. Okay. Sorry, I made this thinking that I was going to be there. Okay, I already told you, of is a preposition. Okay, so if we were to fix this one together, okay, and to think I saw it on Mulberry Street, okay, let's just start with what we know. The first and last words always going to be capitalized, okay. Think, that's a verb, that'll be capitalized. I is a pronoun, capitalized. Saw is a verb, capitalized. It is a pronoun, that's capitalized. However, the word on is just a connection word. Okay. Mulberry Street is the name of a street, so that's a proper noun, so that will be capitalized. Okay. Now this one. Aristotle and Dante discover the secrets of the universe. Okay, so first and last word, always change it. After that, and is a linking word. You don't need that. Dante is a name. We're going to capitalize that. Discover is what they do. Let me actually type this in so we can see it, because this is what we would have done if I were in class. Right, so first and last word, Aristotle. And is linking word, so it's not. But Dante is a name. Discover is a verb. It's what they're doing. Okay. The is a linking word, not important. But secrets, that's a noun. And then of and the are not important, but universe is the last word of that title. Okay, so Aristotle and Dante discover the secrets of the universe. Okay, all those important words are capitalized. Okay, the last one here, a child called it. If we break this down, A, we know the first letter will always be capitalized. A child is a noun. Called is a verb. And it is the last word, so it will also be capitalized. So sometimes it might be like this. They all end up having a capital letter. Sometimes, like the example before, there's quite a few connection words that aren't as important, and those don't have a capital letter. Okay. So what you need to do, pick one of these options. If I go back to the beginning here, we have our uppercase titles, a sentence title, or a proper title. Okay, choose one of these and make sure that your New Year's resolution story matches. Okay, if I look at my story, okay, it says, I didn't eat meat for 365 days. I decided to do this as a proper title. Okay, so I, the first word, didn't, this is what I'm doing or not doing. It's actually a verb. Okay, eat is also a verb. Meat is a noun. For is just a connection. Okay, 365 days is a number. And then days is the last word of my title. Okay, so go ahead and choose one of these three. Pause the video right here if you want to keep this up while you look at your title. And then that is the last edit and correction that we are going to make to our papers today. So when you are done with this, if there is more time left in class, I have 2 Kahoots for you that will help with some grammar and capitalization. So you can play around with those today and work through that. Okay, I will be around tomorrow to help you with anything that you need. So do your best today. Go back in either of our 2 videos and make sure that your paper is formatted with a good heading, a really solid title, you have the correct font, size, spacing, and you've broken it up into multiple paragraphs. I know that's a lot to ask of you today, but you guys got this, and I can't wait to see what you've all created when I am in person tomorrow. All right, have a good Monday. Bye, everyone.